Welcome to ARW. Today we start on the mini vices that the fellows over in Europe have gotten almost completed for me. I'm going to do the base plate and the keeper plate and send that on to the next guy who will, I believe, put the tags and paint them and all that sort of thing. So I've had this for a week while I procrastinated and did other jobs, you know, like installing a stair lift and one thing or another. And now I'm down to it. I got to get it done. Okay, so we'll turn around here and take a look at what we've got. So there's a drawing for the base plate. Here's 3 pieces of raw material for the base plate, and when I get through machining, it'll sit right on top of there. Okay, and of course the vise will poke down through it. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is to get over on my lathe, get it all lubricated and ready to go, and chuck these up for facing off and other stuff like that. Okay, let's get on with it. Alright, so before inviting you guys over here to look, I changed out the vise chuck jaws, put a piece in there and got the tool bit centered, and I made a test cut to see if I was on center. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little fella down to exactly 8 millimeters, or as close as a redneck can do it, and then we'll drill the hole in the middle, and we'll do the other 2 the same way. Okay, so it's not exactly rocket science right now. Over and over like that's the way it's going to go until I've got it down to size. So you've seen what it is. I'm going to let you rest until I get to the next operation. I don't know what kind of metal this is, but it seems to cut really easy. And that's a good thing, for me anyway. That drills a 1/2 inch hole and will be just a matter of a few thousandths away from 14 millimeters. And as much as a 1/2 inch is about 13 millimeters. And I remember that from working on motorcycles. Alright, away we go. That's too fast for that size drill bit. This may be too slow for that size drill bit. Better too slow than too fast. Now then, the next thing I've got to do, I've got to have a little cavity in the back here. It's going to be about 32 millimeters in diameter and 2 millimeters deep. So I will do that now while it's easy. We'll just come down here and I'll make a mark and I'll measure it. See how big that is. Well, darn it. That's in inches. Alright. 29 millimeters right there, according to the calipers. So I need to just double check the drawing. Let's try again. Well, still not 2 millimeters deep. So, back to it. It may be that since I didn't have the carriage locked down, it might have pushed backwards a little bit. So I'll lock it down this time. Well, I'll bring you back when I get there. I don't want to bother the camera and bother trying to get 2 millimeters deep at the same time. Alright, I switched over to the lantern tool post because it's so much more maneuverable in these old tight spots that the carbide bit was trying to drag on the bottom there and make a mess of things, so I switched over. I think everything will be a lot better now. So now I've got to get a boring bar, set it up in there, and take that guy out to 14 millimeters, which shouldn't be such a hard thing to do. So y'all take a nap while I get the boring bar. .8. Alright, let me get a little gauge pen to help me get there easier. Alright, with the help of a few spring passes and a gauge pen, I'm at 14. There you are. 14 just turns out to be 0.552 on a minus scale. So there we are. That's done. Now I've got to take the thing and cut it down to the right diameter, and I need to polish up the face some. So those are all boring things that you guys don't need to watch while I'm polishing and shining things up. Alright, so I got the bases machined except for drilling holes in them, and so I thought first thing I would do would be drill holes in the vices that are going to match up with the base. So I did one vise, sort of a practice run to work it out. I drilled the holes and I threaded 3 of them, and when I got to the 4th one I broke off the tap. So that's going to give me another job relocating that hole. This one I hope will go a lot better. I'm just going to do it one time, and you guys will see that, and then I'll do all the others. Okay? So here we are. Dead center of this thing. We're going to come over 12 millimeters. Alright, there's 12 millimeters. And get a little there to make sure it's on zeros. There we go. Alright. Then we're going to have 18 millimeters down. It's too far. And this is where a hole goes. And we'll follow that all the way. Alright? So, here we go. That little booger's just right for chamfering the hole. Need to put a little more oil in here. So, we'll move down 18 millimeters the other way. Now I need to lubricate it. Alright, there's 18 in this direction. And we're still, of course, 12 over. That's a nicely chamfered hole. Alright, let's go 12 millimeters to the other side. Alright, another hole. Alright, 18 millimeters on the other side.